Buddy, it's February 16th, and we've got a 2023 Top Series 1 Jumbo case break coming up shortly. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be able to do this tomorrow night, which would be Friday evening. And before I can do that, though, I need to do the team randomization. So the way this break worked was everyone that bought in, I got to pick the team they wanted, and then there are 15 total slots, and then that leaves 15 unclaimed teams. And what we're going to do is we're going to randomize those unclaimed teams. I'm using random.org as usual. So I've already preloaded the list of all of the unclaimed teams here. And then what we'll do is we'll take those, we will randomize them, this list, I should say, a certain number of times, and then I will simply copy and paste this list in order onto my spreadsheet, which I just put everyone in as the teams were claimed. So this was essentially the order that everyone claimed stuff. So I am part of this break. I have the reds, so that whatever team ends up on top of the list will go to me, and then all the way down to Bubba's Bums, who has the Mets in the final slot. Matt, Bubba's Bums, aka Matt, did ask me to differentiate the two slots. So, Matt, if you're watching, or hopefully this will be clear, but whatever team, when I cut and paste this, whatever team ends up in this box right here would be the one that would technically go to the Brave slot. And then likewise, whatever team is here would technically go to the Met slot. I know you're working it out with somebody else, but that way it's very clear who has what. So yeah, so the way that I typically do this is I just use random.org's dice roller. I'm going to roll the dice, and that will tell me, it'll give me a number, and that will tell me how many times I'm going to hit randomize on this list. And then I simply copy and paste that list into here, starting at the top on down. My general rule of thumb is if this dice roll comes out to something less than 4, I will re-roll it so that we're really shuffling things up. So I'm going to roll the 2 dice. It needs to be at least a total of 4, a sum of 4, if you will. If it comes out to a sum of 2 or 3, we'll just hit roll dice again. So no big deal. But then whatever that number is, that will shuffle these teams around, and then we will paste them in here. Once I have this all done, and I am recording this live, so if someone wants to watch the video, they can. But I'm going to then post this in the Discord, since every single person in the break is in the Discord, which is great. And then anyone that wants to trade at that point would be able to do so. So with that out of the way, let's get right to it. So we're going to roll. Again, we need a 4 or higher. So we got a 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. So I'm going to hit this 5 times. So there's 1, there's 2, 3, 4. And now this will be the last one. And then whatever team 1 will essentially go to me in the order, and then all the way on down. So here is number 5. All right, so we're going to copy and paste this list right into here. And so we've got myself with the National/Expo slot. Bane Collectors has the Dodgers to go in the Rays slot. M. Dizzle, Rockies, and his Cleveland Indians, or Guardians now, excuse me. Braves and Diamondbacks for Bubba's first slot, and then all the way on down. So I will post this. I'll try to fix the font so it matches, but I will post this in the Discord. And I'll post a link to this video too, just in case anyone is really interested in watching me randomize these things. So yeah, that's that. If you do want to trade teams, what I ask you to do is just on that Discord page, you can say you have a team available or what team you're hoping to trade for, etc. Once 2 people agree to a trade, at that point, please tag me so that I can make sure I see it, and I will update the list accordingly. So that's the easiest way to do that. Don't tag me until both parties agree. So that's got to be done in the chat or the comments so that I can see that. So yeah, easy enough, and hopefully this will give everyone about 24 hours, which should be more than enough time to do any trading. And then we will, my plan, if all goes well, knock on wood, is to do the case break tomorrow night. So that would be Friday night at 8:30. So with that out of the way, I bid you a good night.